Hey, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be an update to my project Level Up. This project was created by Sofie Alexandra, who will be linked in my description box. And she created a project that was all about hitting pan on your eyeshadows while also getting usage on the entire palette instead of just the single pan that you're trying to hit pan on. I'm sure you already know what this project is if you're watching my channel, but basically you start at level 1 and randomize a palette, and in that palette you pick one shade to hit pan on, and then you also have to use each shade in the palette once. And then when you do that, you move on to level 2, use each shade twice and hit 2 pans, and then so on. A lot of people go up to level 5, and then after that they circle back to level 1, but you can do it however you want to do with the levels. I do mine differently. I was inspired by Dannie, who will also be linked in my description box, but just so you know, she's not posting lately. She's on a bit of a hiatus, but this year, and I think last year as well, Dannie was just panning all of her Natasha Denona palettes, so she was only drawing from one single brand, and I kind of wanted to do that, so I decided this year to only pick from my e.l.f. eyeshadows. But I only have 5 eyeshadow palettes from e.l.f., and 4 out of those 5 are quads, so I knew there wasn't much point in randomizing, and I wasn't going to be able to do a quad for level 5 anyway. So I just have been picking which palette I do for each level, just to make it easier with level 5. And then also this makes it easier for me to pan things seasonally, instead of panning like my bright green palette in like the dead of winter. I can pan things exactly how I want them. Of course, because I only have 5 palettes, I'm not allowing myself vetoes, which Sofie does allow a few vetoes per year when you do randomize. But that's all I need to say about this project. Check out Sofie and Dannie, who will be linked in my description box. But I'll get on to my personal update. So before I get on to my level 4 palette, because I did level up last time, I'll talk about my level 3 palette, which was my pumpkin pie quad from e.l.f. And I just had one more pan to hit, but I had already done my usage goal. I used everything at least 3 times, and I had already hit 2 pans in these 2 mattes, and I was so close to hitting pan on this shimmer or this metallic right here, and it only took me 2 more uses to hit pan. So if you can see the pan right there, I've hit my goal, which is why I decided to roll in my level 4 palette last time, because I knew there was no point in not leveling up. So I was able to do that with 2 more uses. I'll put the total amount of uses in this project that it took me to hit pan on that, because I have my panning notebook propping up my phone right now, so I don't remember exactly how many it was. But then I also did use this dark brown shade one more time, because while I was swatching it last update to just show you what the shades look like, I swatched it so hard, I guess, that I like removed the pan, so I had to use it one more time again to like uncover the pan again. But that was perfectly fine because I used it when I used the shade anyway. So that's my pumpkin pie palette officially rolling out of this project. And now onto my level 4 palette, which was my another e.l.f. quad, of course, and this is the what is this, cream and sugar. I always want to call it cookies and cream, but this is the cream and sugar quad, and I have to hit pan in all 4 of these shades, the entire palette.
Which, if you're watching my like monthly makeup recaps, you will know that once I do hit pan in all 4 of these eyeshadows, that will also mean I can count this as an empty according to my own personal rules. But
that's just way in the future, because I am not close at all to hitting pan on any of these. But I have actually hit my usage goal. So I've used all 4 of these shades, and I'm wearing all of them today. So I hit my usage goal today, and I use all 4 shades in the same look every time I use this palette. So yeah, it was pretty easy to hit the usage goal on all 4 of them at the same time. Here's what it's looking like today. I did take Steph's advice from Still Steph she recommended, because I was saying, oh, I only have like this lid setting shade and then this dark brown, I don't really have a transition shade, and she recommended just mixing the two together, which I don't know why I didn't think of doing that. So I did do that the first 3 times I used this palette, but I kind of got lazy this time and I just like set my lid with this shade, used this all over my eye, and then blended out the edges to lighten it up by putting this on top. So I technically did still mix them, but oh, I just dug my finger into there. Not too deep though. Anyway, technically I still am mixing them, so thank you, Steph, for that recommendation. Don't know why I didn't think of that myself, but you are very smart. But yeah, I just kind of got sick of like dipping into both of them at the same time every time I used it. So that's probably how I'll use it moving forward. Just like put the brown all over my eye and then blend out the edges with the cream shade. As for the metallics, I use this shade all over my lid and then this one as an inner corner. So I mean, my best guess would be I would hit pan on this shade first because I use the smallest brush with this. I feel like it's not necessarily, oh, there I am. I feel like it's not necessarily hard pan, but I always have this happen, not just with my e.l.f. palettes, but a lot of my palettes that have either shimmers or metallics in them. It gets this like coating on the top where it acts as hard pan, even though it's not because of oils, but it makes it so that you can't get the shadow off wherever that film is. So I'm gonna have to use some tape on it, but I feel like these shimmers are going to be really difficult to hit pan on. I think in general, just based on the fact that I've used each shade 4 times and they barely look used, like there are no dips whatsoever, this palette is going to take a while. So I feel like it's going to take me at least another 2 updates to meet my goal on this at the very least. I'm hoping it doesn't take me into September because I have my level 5 that I still need to get through, and that one I don't know what the formula is like. It might be really tough. At the very least, the silver lining is that I've met my usage goal on this. So as far as goals, I'm technically halfway there, but I still have lots and lots of use I'll need for this palette. But I'm okay with that because, you know, this is a really easy look to do for every day. I was saying even in my No Pan Left Behind update that I have pretty much all neutral palettes that I'm panning this month, which is really great because I'm trying to get use on as many of my lip products as I can. I'm behind on my lipstick panning, and panning all neutral palettes will really help me because now I don't have to be quite as specific with which lip product I'm wearing. So yeah, that's the update for this. Click on the hashtag to see everyone else who's doing this project. Lots and lots of people are doing it. It's very popular, but I will just have to see you in my next video. Until then, I hope you have a great day. Bye.